action related to the building project, zoning issues.
We have several things to talk about the building project, and some of those, not in any particular order, but the, plans have to be submitted. We have to get a building permit from the city, and so plans have to be submitted. And they have people that go over those plans, and they did identify, I'm just gonna kind of throwing something out there, just generally saying some zoning issues, okay? Now, one might be an ordinance instead of zoning, but I'm just kind of lumping them all together. Issues that need to be addressed before we can move forward. And so we're working through that process with our architect and so on, and that are assisting us in that. And let's see, the 22nd, so a week from this Wednesday night, there will be a city planning and zoning commission meeting where some of those zoning things will be addressed. And then following that, there will be I believe it's a special city council meeting where, because one or two of these things go to the planning and zoning and others go to the full city council. And so we have been working with the city council, or excuse me, with city personnel. I point out, we've been working directly with Ryan Fotts, who he works with behind the scenes. I don't know. But so we've been working with him. They've identified those things. They've been good about coming up with some solutions for that. And we are optimistic that they will all be approved at that meeting on the 15th, meetings on the 15th, and there will be no hold up in the whole.
22nd.
Did I say 15?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because I see there's
It's the 22nd.
the 15th is the other permit there.
Yep. Okay. So anyway, so I think, so we're optimistic that everything's gonna get approved and that we'll move forward on a good timeline. And I'm gonna kind of flow into the next part, because we had a pre-construction meeting last Wednesday, and I don't wanna say on that date, but the city has issued us an excavation permit, okay? And that will allow some dirt to start moving. We had to cut down some trees. There's a building back there that had to get taken care of. And so they issued that excavation permit so that work can start. And that work will take a while, yeah.
Well,
And
we moved quite a bit of stuff today, right?
Yeah.
So,
so we have that, and assuming everything goes well on the 22nd, like we think it will, we'll be moving forward with the whole project. So, I think we're in good shape that way. And board, I wanted to report to you first tonight, but then I intend to send something out to constituents tomorrow, kind of reporting basically what I said tonight. So, if you can, I'm just gonna go into a few more highlights from the pre-construction meeting. Okay, they actually hope, the construction, Hugendorn is our general contractor, and they hope that they're pouring footings by mid-April. Weather's gotta cooperate and everything, and we gotta melt some snow and stuff like that. But yeah, they really wanna get going. And the goal is to have the building enclosed by Christmas. And so that then they can be working inside in the part of the winter and so on. Tell you during construction that parking on the east side of the school may be affected slightly between now and the end of the year. But once we hit the last day of school, they're closing down the east side of the school. Anything that happens here at school will have to be enter through the west side, park over here, and so on, so that they can really mobilize and everything there. And next school year, parking on that east side could be affected. And sometimes you have to go through those painful stages to really get to where you want to be. But we'll work with the contractor on that and so on. We were asked at the meeting, if we know when we're gonna start the 24-25 school year, because it could be cutting it close, depending on how things go. And obviously, we don't set that until probably January, February of next year. At that time, maybe they'll have a better idea where they're at as far as a timeline, and could maybe a week or two starting later could make a big difference on being in the school for the first day or not. But I don't wanna assume anything at this point on that, so. Trying to think if there's anything else. We'll have bi-weekly construction meetings, and, you know, where we'll get updates and so on. And they'll start March 29th. I will say that we have talked to our vocational department, and they have drones, and they have started to take drone footage of the construction site, and we plan to post that on our website so that people can kind of go in and see the progress, and so on. So we thought that would be pretty good, and they started before they started moving dirt, so we can see a before, type thing. So anyway, it all looks good, board, that we're gonna move forward and get the project going, and we just gotta hope for good construction conditions. Jason, do you wanna, Jason Pittman from Arc Inc., I don't know if everybody knows Jason or not, but did I miss anything big?
No, and I'm just here unofficially to listen, so everything you said, right on.
Right, so, okay. So, that's.
Any questions?